Ballylumford Power Station in Larne isn't everybody's idea of a scenic view. But for one man in Islandmagee, it's all he has to look at now. 60 years ago, though, he had a clearer view. Jimmy Knox chose to live here in a gypsy caravan, but people still think he's a real gypsy.
There was a man called the other day and he saw a little ornament up there and he says, "Could you make me some of these?" He took me for a gypsy and he said, "Could you make that?" I says, "Well, it's beyond me making this." He says, "I thought he made them and would sell them." I says, "No, I don't think anything like that." He took me for a gypsy, really, because I'm never very well dressed at any time, but I'm worse when I'm on work here.
Jimmy Knox has devoted a lifetime to decorating and renovating his unusual home, and rubbish dumps have become his hunting ground for new material. This was an original gypsy caravan.
This belongs to the original gypsy smiths in England. I had met one of the descendants and they told me all the history about it.
Do you enjoy living in them?
Oh yes, that's my life. I love it.
What's the attraction about living inside one?
Well, it's very comfortable for to start off, and I'm very interested in caravans all my life. Any old thing like that.
Do you do all the decorations yourself?
I do all the decorations myself. It's not very good, but still.
It sounds like a lot of hard work.
Yes, it was hard work here because I made all the place here. This was an original quarry, and I've done all the work here myself.
Now tell me about some of the interesting things inside your caravan.
The crest is above the bed there. I've met this man Smith, and he says all the tribe of Smiths has the same tattooed on their arm.
And that's the crest above the bed?
He showed it to myself, yes. He showed it to me on his arm. It's a thing that I really don't like, but I love to see this on his arm. It was beautiful, I thought.
Now, the bed looks very small.
Well, it looks small, but it's the mirrors on each side makes it deceiving. A man 6'3" can sleep in comfort. Although you look and you see a man about 4'2" would be enough, but it's the mirrors takes it away from that.
Now tell me about the stove inside.
Well, the stove, that's the original stove was in. You think it's too warm when you're in there, but it's not of the sort. It's quite comfortable because it's only about 2 handfuls of slack or coal fills it up. And it would keep in all night, believe it or not, when you put the draft on.
Do many people come here to look at your caravan?
Well, I was just looking over the books here the other night, and up to the moment I have 2,300, and they're there to see, I think, from every country in the world. They even had Bishop Fraser from Glasgow here, and clergymen from the States, Canada, and every country. They're there to be seen on the books.
In the garden behind the caravan is a collection of old ploughs. These have been lovingly restored with expert help from Tommy Montgomery. He's a mere 98, so how does he keep himself as good as the machinery he once used?
Just plain food. Just plain food. Not barely at 6 o'clock in the morning. And go to bed at 9:30 at 8.
And plenty of hard work?
Plenty of hard work. That's it. Now, girl, you stay there, governors, when I'll see you again. And you can shift. There should be a pin here. Oh, there, it's there. You can shift that there to give her widen the wings away, you see.
Can you lift that plough?
Hmm?
Can you still lift that plough?
Lift her. Oh, I can lift her.
Do you think you could still work her, Tommy?
Oh, I could work her. I could drill yet. I have slits in my head. I could indeed. So I'll leave her to Jim.
Even a microphone near his plough was not allowed. Tommy, you see, and his ploughs have been a lifetime on Islandmagee. He left only once, for a day trip to Stranraer.
Well, just for the outing, the boys went for the outing just for the day.
Did you have a good time?
I had a good time, but the homecoming was the worst. Everybody was sick.
Why have you stayed in Islandmagee all your life? Why have you stayed here?
Well, it was just my work has kept me. Just my work has kept me.
No desire to go up to Belfast?
No. As I say, I was only once out in Magee and Stranraer in that time.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes in Islandmagee.
Oh, a whole lot of changes. Everything's changed. And they're all strangers nearly. It's sent now.
What do you miss most about the old days?
A good dance. a good dance in Orange Hall.
Did you go dancing?
I didn't, and fiddling too. I seen me sitting till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Staying up to 4 didn't stop Tommy Montgomery from enjoying his work. And before I left, he summed up how he felt about his island home.
White wings that never go weary will carry me safely over the sea. White wings that never go weary will bring me back to Islandmagee. Islandmagee's a nice wee place, all surrounded with trees, and when you enter into it, you're grotters to the knees. There you are.